we can, be very cautious of everybody's time. So, thank you for jumping on tonight. I know everybody has really busy schedules and we're all in different time zones. So thank you for doing that. The purpose of this call tonight is just to kind of go over the basics of getting started with your Plexus business, because a lot of you are just getting started, or you have people who are getting started underneath of you who are kind of interested in doing the business. And so I thought it would be a great call just to jump on and kind of explain the basics starting from the beginning and then moving up from there. Okay, so I had a couple of you reach out to me and ask me some specific questions, and I answered them in a thread or a text back to you, but I want to just cover those specifics right now because I'm sure everybody might be kind of on the same page, not knowing the answers to these. So I was asked, what does it mean to go silver? Like, what do I have to do to go silver? So in order to go silver, silver is technically the first level of the company. And to go silver, you have to have 3 people join you on your team signed up as an ambassador. So when you're signing up as an ambassador, as you guys all know, you get to choose from either a $99 welcome pack or a $199 welcome pack. And then right now for the month of June, the welcome packs are 10% off. And then you also have the $9.95 membership fee. Now you have to keep in mind, typically that membership fee is $39.95. So they are saving massive amount of money right now. And as of right now, from what we know, that is going to go back up in July. So Plexus could change their minds and continue it again. We don't know, but we just need to keep in mind that that is the typical price. So to go silver, you have to have 3 people join you with a welcome pack doing the membership. Okay, so this was another great question that I had today. The question was, once I hit silver, does that mean I stay silver? And the answer to that was, yes, you do. Once you hit silver, you're always going to be recognized in the eyes of Plexus as silver. But the way that it happens is once June is over, so every time somebody orders from you and they have 100 PV or more, they are going to, the purple section, I like to go in our back office, virtual office by colors, the virtual section back there, the purple one, you have to have 15 points. Now, at the end of June, those points are going to go away. In the beginning of July, your points are going to start back over at 0. So then you'll have to rebuild and continue to grow those points again in July. So I was asked that question, do those points accumulate or do we start over? So if you have any questions at any point during this, make sure you unmute yourself or raise your hand or whatever and ask, because I want to make sure I explain this as best as I can. Now, if you have people ordering as a customer, your customer orders are going to be the yellow section in your back office. So you have your purple section that are going to be your ambassadors, and then you have the yellow section, which are going to be your customers. Now, that yellow section is also going to show your own personal PV, which stands for product volume or personal volume, whichever way you want to look at it. So that goes off of your own orders. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is that has to be 100 plus in order for you to get your commission check, which Vicky's going to talk about here in just a little bit. So you want to make sure by the end of the month that your yellow number is over 100, or whatever orders that have gone on underneath of you, you're not going to get those commissions for. So you have to be commission qualified, is what they like to say, by your PV. And then if you have anyone who decides they don't want to become an ambassador, if they're kind of weary about putting their social security number in and they don't want to do the ambassador route, or let's say they just only want to try 1 or 2 products and you know they're not going to hit that 100 PV, you would sign them up as a customer. So really that's the only reason you would sign them as a customer opposed to an ambassador. You want to sign them as ambassadors, okay? But like I said, if they're only going to be ordering like ProBio 5 and MetaBurn, that's not going to hit that 100 PV. And so you're going to want to sign them as a customer. Now, those customer orders are also going to count towards your own PV. So your yellow section number will continue to grow as you have customers ordering from you. Okay, so those are like the two main color sections in your back office or virtual office that you want to make sure that you pay attention to in terms of that. Now, I have a few other things that I am going to cover, but I'm going to switch it over to Sarah. And Sarah is going to talk about all of the incentives that are going on right now that you can work towards earning and achieving, whether you are brand new and have nobody underneath of you, or you are an emerald like Vicki. All of these incentives can go for everybody. It's awesome what Plexus has done right now. So Sarah, we're going to turn it over to you.
All right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sarah. The first two I want to go over are just simple on your own orders. If you have over 130 PV, so like Morgan said, 100 PV, you're commission qualified. If you're 130, your subscription is getting free shipping. If you get to 150 PV for the month of June, you're qualified for CBD oil. I love this stuff. It's strawberry guava flavor, so it doesn't taste like grass. It's just so good. It doesn't put you to sleep, but it does give me a great night's sleep. So if you're ordering, those are your cutoffs for better incentives. I always try to get my free shipping because I hate paying shipping. Thank you, Amazon Prime, for making that.
Right.
And then the 150, the CBD it's free, but you pay shipping on that because it is through a different company as a prototype. And it's actually not available to buy yet. So that's the only way you can get this CBD oil this is the hemp extract, and there's the full spectrum, and then there's one that has no THC in it at all. This has trace amounts. So there's two different options and you can pick from there. On the other side, the less about your own orders, more about other people. The June incentives for this month, if you add 3 people, so like Morgan said, if you go silver, you are automatically getting a $100 bonus just for those 3 people, on top of your regular business building bonuses that are always around. This is a June incentive it's been extended this month from May. And as far as we know, that's going away next month also. So if you get 3, you're getting an extra $100. Another incentive they gave us is if you add 6 people this month, on top of the $100 that you're getting for the first 3, you're getting another $250. So that's $350 on top of your regular bonuses, regular incentives that come with signing each individual person. So those are our June incentives that are going away next month, as far as we all know. They, along with that $9.95 membership, is the last one that's set to go away this month. So this is why this month is so big, because we want to take advantage of those memberships, the Happy Health or Healthy Happy code, where you're getting the 10% discount on a welcome pack. And in the midst of our new ambassadors getting all these deals, it's also rewarding us exponentially more than what we normally would get. So those are our fun June incentives.
I'm just going to add on to that one last thing too. For those of you who are not silver yet, so you don't have 3 people added to your team, there's another actually $100 bonus available for you as well. So if you go silver and add 3 and you have not hit the rank of silver before, you are going to get your $100 silver bonus on top of your $100 incentive bonus. So if you would then add 6, you get your $100 silver bonus on top of your $100 incentive bonus on top of a $250 bonus. So right there, you see that's $450 for adding 6 people to your team this month. And that's not including the $20 builder bonuses that you get for every person you add. So that would be 20 times 6 more dollars that you would get for adding 6 people to your team if you are brand new starting out. So many incentives and cash bonuses available this month. I know it can get super confusing, whether you're silver or you're emerald. It can kind of get confusing figuring out what incentives are good for you and how much money you personally can make. So if you're in it and you're somebody who really needs or wants some extra cash, reach out to one of us and we can specifically tell you what you can earn and what bonuses are for you. But that's just kind of the rundown of that. Now, I've also had some specific questions about the comp plan. And with Plexus, you can technically get paid 11 different ways. So Vicky's not going to go into the details of all 11 ways. She is just going to hit on some of the most important or biggest ways that you can get paid. So I'm going to turn it over to her, and she's not going to talk about all the bonuses. She's just going to talk about the commissions and pay plans.
Okay. So I also want to share with you really quick, you're going to see it kind of back here in the background, these 2 fun bags too. And so one of the really cool things is when you become a jewel, which a jewel is emerald, sapphire, and diamond. There are 3 top ranks in the company. And it's kind of like if you getting even to emerald feels like you've made it to the top and you have entered into this like special club where you get extra things, and they do extra things for the jewels, more so because if you're a jewel, you have a large team underneath of you. You are then coaching a very massive team. And so like things like convention, if it wasn't virtual this year, would have been like, we get to go into the convention store early and get first dibs kind of on the product in there. And so since we don't get to do that this year, they sent us our gift for getting to do that. And it's this really fun bag. And so it's like, I can't tell you how many bags I have from Plexus. Like every event you go to or they brand us. I mean, my watch says Plexus, my headphones say Plexus. Like it is a really smart yes, Morgan's headband. Like it's a smart marketing strategy for them to gift us with things that say Plexus on it. I mean, even my iPad says Plexus. So this was one of the fun gifts. And then for everybody that got registered early, you then get this bag in the mail, and mine came today, and it's so, so pretty. I mean, like it is like, I mean, it's not real leather, I'm gonna be honest, but it's like a really nice quality. And like they even give you things like this fun notepad. And I'm telling you, I am like one of those people that's like a notepad junkie. Like I'm a teacher by trade. And so I love pens and notebooks and sticky pads and all those kind of things. And so I am one of those people that works hard for fun things like that. So no matter what drives you, whatever pushes you, find the thing that pushes you to work really hard. If that means it's helping people, it can be a mixture of things. So I just got that today and I was really excited. So I wanted to show you guys like in this video what it looks like. Okay, compensation plan. I am going to keep this very, very, very simple because when I started this business, if you would have told me how I was getting paid, I would have gotten really confused. And the best way to learn for most people is by just walking through it and being a part of it. And so once you start adding people, you will start seeing what's happening. And a friend of mine the other day, Megan Malakovic, I was on one of her calls. She is somebody who just went diamond. That is the top rank in our company. They make $450,000 a year. She's my age. She's a friend of mine. She's a normal mom at home with her kids. Like she didn't go to college at all. Like there's nothing special about these women that go diamond. She was telling me when she started this business, her husband was like, or she was telling her husband, like, I don't really know what I'm doing. He's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing because every week you get paid more money and your checks just keep going up and up. So just keep doing what you're doing. And so I've always had that like analogy in my head of what you're doing is going to result in income, because Plexus has one of the most generous income plans. Our words aren't working today, but they have one of the best compensation plans that you can be a part of. So putting it very simple, and this just changed, for every person that you sign up under you as an ambassador, the same way you signed up, you're going to get a $20 bonus that will come the following week. The following Thursday, you'll get an email, and on Friday, you'll get paid. So that is one thing you will always, always get if they sign up with a welcome pack. Now, if you have somebody not directly under you, but one level down, you'll get a $5 bonus. And that's all there is for bonuses now. It used to be a little bit more complicated and a little bit different, but now, in a sense, this is a lot more simpler, because even though they took a little bit of money away when it comes to bonuses, you're getting paid in a different way that's much more beneficial to you. So first rank, silver, 3 people as an ambassador. That's it. That's it. As an ambassador with a welcome pack, 3 people. So that is your first goal in this company. I will get to customers later, but I want to talk to you a little bit about ambassadors, because unlike most other network marketing companies, we don't base our business and our income on commissions. And so you might think like, oh, this is network marketing, like I'm selling things. Why am I not making commissions on all of these things that I'm selling? Well, that's because you're getting paid on points, and every person you sign up is worth 5 points. And again, I'm not going to go deep into this, but the way you rank in Plexus is based on points. So for example, silver is 3 people, which is also 15 points, 5, 10, 15 points. And I'm going to tell you just super silver, and I'm going to stop there. Super silver is 10 people, which is 50 points. 10 times 5 is 50. I did teach math. I'm an educator, so this part is actually kind of easy to me, and it's okay if math's not your thing, because we're going to keep it super simple. So 3 people silver, 10 people super silver. And the cool thing about ranks is this. That is going to be your residual income. Customers give us money right now because we get commission, 15% commission or 25% commission, depending on where your PV is for the month. Under 500 PV is 15%. Over 500 PV total is 25%. But I will tell you this, for an emerald, my checks are very large. Like they're between $3,000 and $4,000 a month, sometimes 5, 6, like depends on the month. Most of my income though comes from being a rank. The income I get from customers is usually around $150. I mean, unless I got tons and tons of customers up to like 2,000 PV, that is, I mean, even that is not going to compare to the income I make from being an emerald. And so what I want to share with you is this. Signing people up as level 1s as ambassadors, it's okay if they are not wanting this for the business. I think that's another big misconception when you're signing people up is, oh, I'm only signing people up as an ambassador if they want to work this business. That again is not how Plexus works. Other companies, that is very much how it works. Like I'm pretty sure like Rodan and Fields, you can only do that. A bunch of other ones, you can only be that top rate or that top way of signing up if you're going to sell it. You can't just sign up to get the cheap amount. But Plexus isn't that way. You can sign up as an ambassador and just get the products at wholesale cost. And so when we tell people this is the way to sign up to get the cheapest rate, it's like a Costco membership or a Sam's Club membership. That is exactly what it is, like 100%. I use that verbiage almost every time. But what I tell them is you do go to Costco though every month, right? Most of the time, yes. And so you probably will shop at Plexus every month as well too, because you'll run out of your products. And so I just add that piece in there because some people think like, well, I'm signing up for the membership, I'll just buy like twice a year, but it actually is more beneficial for everybody if they just do their monthly order. trying to think of the one other thing I was going to share. I really quickly am going to go through the different levels of people in your organization, because as an Emerald, for me, I have people that are considered my level 8s, not that many anymore, but I do. And so you are paid on levels 1 through 7. And so when people say this is a pyramid scheme, it's not true, because pyramid schemes is you get paid on every single person underneath of you. But for Plexus, you only get paid on 1 through 7. If I got paid on all the levels underneath of me, I would always stay on top. But what people don't understand is Morgan can rank past me and I would be stuck here if I wasn't working my business. And that is not a pyramid scheme. And so if she wants to, she can work her hiney off and pass me real quick. And she'll be making more money than me and she will be schooling me in this business. But that's the beauty of it, is nobody can just sign in on the right time and coast to the top without having to do anything. Everybody has to work for their business, and that's fair. I mean, we're not just going to hand people thousands of dollars without them working. But you do make it to the top of this company, it does get a little bit easier, right? Because you have other people working with you and underneath of you. So there's so many beautiful things about this company and the compensation plan. But the main thing you need to focus on now, because actually all of you for a very short time are under gold. We're going to be having some golds here real soon. But those should be your first goals. Don't start thinking about, well, how am I ever going to get to Ruby or Senior Ruby? That's a lot of people on a lot of points. It starts now, slowly. And the reason why they say if you can make it to gold, you can make it to diamond, is because the jump from silver to gold is actually one of the biggest jumps you'll ever make in Plexus. Because then from like gold to senior gold, you're not doubling your business. You're not tripling your business. You're going from 3 people to 20 people. And that's the biggest jump you'll ever make, if you think about it in terms of like multiplying your businesses. Like we have a lot of people right now in Plexus going from Sapphire to Diamond very quickly. Like I'm telling you, month back to back in the same month. One of our sideline sisters is going Diamond this month. Morgan, I don't know if you saw that.
I did. I wanted to message you about that. I saw it today.
Yes, our good friend Sally is going Diamond this month, and she just hit Sapphire last month. But the thing is you're going from 3,000 points to 4,500, which that might seem like a lot, but when you're in that part of your business, that's actually a very short jump. So I'm telling you, if you can make it to gold and only right now focus on silver, super silver, and gold, you could make it 100%. Did I miss anything, Morgan? Anything else you want
I
to
don't think so. Nope. I said I just wanted to keep it simple, because the comp plan, it's not that it's super difficult and hard to understand, but we don't need to hit all the different levels of it. So if you have any other specific questions about the income, definitely ask. If I don't know the answer, I'll reach out to Vicki, and if she doesn't know the answer, she'll reach out to somebody else. So one last thing that I wanted to touch on is, how do you share? How do you talk about this? What do you do? And Vicki might chime in occasionally on and off here too. But one of the best things and best ways to share is by social media. So it's a social networking, social network marketing company. So, okay, we have 10 minutes. Sharing on Facebook and Instagram are going to be the fastest way. And, the thing is, I know a lot of us get fearful. What are people going to say about me? What are people going to think? What, what if they judge me? What if they think I'm crazy? What if they don't want to join me? What if they say no to me? Okay. And Heather, I see you pointing at you, and we're all there. That 60-day post, the 60-day challenge post, I immediately copied it and put it on my Instagram. And it is the first post, and I can't tell you how long, that I did not just automatically share over to my Facebook. And then about 5 minutes after I posted it on my Instagram, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I fearful of putting this on my Facebook? Like, I have some of the same friends. So I put it on Facebook, and by the end of the night, I had 38 comments on it. Instagram, I had 3. And so you can't be stuck in the the conception and everything of what are people going to say? How are they going to judge me? Because the truth is, these products are life changing. You wouldn't be sharing if they didn't do something to change your life. And so, okay, what happens if they do join you? What if you don't share? What if Sarah never shared and you didn't get to change your life? What if I didn't share and you guys didn't join? What if Vicky didn't share? You know what I mean? So you got to go through that. You got to change the way that you think, instead of how are they going to judge me, to, well, what if I don't share? Whose lives am I not going to change by not sharing? You know, your best friend down from, you know, high school or whatever down the road, she may be struggling with PCOS and can't get pregnant. And, you know, that's like the biggest thing that she wants to do. And she can't because her hormones are so out of whack. Well, what if what you have can get her hormones on track and get her what she's been wishing for? You know, there's so many different what ifs. So my biggest thing is, don't worry about what people are going to say. Don't worry about what people are going to think. And do not stop when you get told no, because you will. You will get told no. You will get ghosted. The messages might be silent. But you know what? That's okay. Because what you learn with this is no doesn't mean forever. It means no, not right now. Okay? And nobody can come to you and say, don't ever message me again. I am never going to join you. Because they don't know what their future is going to hold. They don't know how their health is going to take a turn. And you never know when they may be, I'm going to say, desperate enough to come to you because they see the success that you're having with your health and they know that what you have is going to work for them, or they want to possibly give it a try. So the only way people are going to know what you have is by sharing. Now, that does not mean that you're going to go over to Facebook and Instagram and you're going to post a Plexus post 10 times a day for 10 days, you know, for the next year, whatever. Okay. We want to have it about balance. We're not sleazy. We're not salesy. We are genuine people who have had genuine results with our own bodies. And like they're saying, consistency builds credibility, and you have to have faith over fear. So be genuine in your post. Tell people what has worked for you. Now, the products that I'm on and what has worked for me might not work for you. And my goals might not be what somebody else's goals are. That's why we ask them what their health goals are and we work through it. If you don't know the answer, ask for help. If I don't know the answer when you ask me, I'll ask for help. And I guarantee you that I've done that with some of the conversations I've been in with you guys. If I don't know the answer, I'm not going to just try to BS my way through it, because that's not fair to you. And it's not fair to who you are potentially signing up. So we ask for help. We reach out. There are so many people in this company who are willing to help. We have this one Plexus, saying, and it's honestly true. We are all here to push each other, root for each other, cheer each other on, and help each other, because we all want to see each other succeed. So when you're posting on Facebook and Instagram, find that balance where maybe 2 to 3 days a week you post about Plexus. Find a testimony, pull it off of, the endless posting stories page on Facebook, and do it that way. Post your testimony, post about a product. If you don't know what to post, ask us. We can help you with what to post. And then post about different recipes, post about your life, ask people what they're doing for the weekend. Just make sure you're posting. That way, when people see your stuff, it's not just Plexus, 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 because then you're probably going to get some people who unfollow you, find out that you're coming across salesy and sleazy and ungenuine, and that's not what we want. That is not what Plexus is about. So make sure you do it in a tasteful way. And so far, all of you who have been sharing have been doing a wonderful job with it. And I'm super proud of you for the way that you are sharing and just doing everything. You're doing it the right way so far. So continue to ask questions when you have them, and let us know when you need help. And Vicky unmuted herself, so I think she has something to say.
I always have things to say.
I know, and I'm trying to talk fast because this time goes so fast.
You're okay. I do want to just share a little story. Mind you, I've been doing this 3 years, right? 3 years. And I will admit, I have been growing my, you would call it reach, or my market ever since. I've always been adding people. I have moved and I've met neighbors, so I add them on Facebook, add them on Instagram. I'm just always connecting with people. I know it's harder right now with social distancing and all the quarantine things, but you can still do it. But I want to tell you this, like, and I'm on like I live in a neighborhood and we have like a buy-sell trade for our neighborhood. And then we also have like a residence something for our neighborhood. You better believe I am finding people to become friends with that live in my neighborhood. We've never met face to face, and I'm friends with all these people on Facebook. Now, the last 2 months, I have signed up people each month getting both incentives. This is not to brag on myself. This is just to tell you, number one, 3 years in this business, and I'm still adding people. So I want you to know that this network or this market is not saturated at all. There are still so many people that don't know about Plexus. The last 2 months, I have added, all the people I've added were on Instagram because that is where I felt like I was growing my business the most. This month, I have signed 7 people from Facebook. People that I've known from church that have never talked to me about Plexus before, in my neighborhood, acquaintances, people I've talked to 2 years ago about Plexus and they said absolutely not. They're now signing up. And so 2 things I want you to take from that. No does not mean no forever. That means no right now. And I have stopped I will say there's been times in my business where I've probably sounded a little bit desperate because I just wanted to sign people so bad. And I wanted to help people, but it wasn't the right time for them. And so now when people tell me no, I will try to give them all the information and help them figure out a way to make this work. Like before we got on this call, there's a girl telling me she doesn't know if she can because her husband might not have a job in the fall. And so I did start sharing with her that she needs this business. And I've only talked to her like 3 times before. And so I shared that with her. And so, but there are some people when they say no, it's okay. And we just move on to the next person. And so I just wanted to share those little pieces and tips. It does say less than a minute though, Morgan. So I'm going to let you talk.
All right. So we're on the free version of the Zoom. And so we're going to get cut off. Thank you for jumping on tonight. Make sure you ask us for any other questions that you have and be on the lookout for a power hour this week. And I hope to see your faces there because we are going to be pushing to help you reach all your goals. So thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.